Although my time with the Korg Poly 61 is limited, I thought I'd try and get some tones played, just so you can hear what it comes out like. And these would just be standard tones. I haven't mucked around with them. They're what's loaded on the keyboard when it was given to me. So let's get on with doing that. Let's start with the bass tone. Fairly good sort of synthy tone. Let's have a look, see what else we've got. Fairly nice pad. Better at the top end for that one. It's number 13. Now, for those of you who don't live in the UK, we had something called Camberwick Green. And that sounds like the opening segment of Camberwick Green. I know it's not played on this keyboard because Camberwick Green was made in 1960 something. That really does sound like the opening sequence for Camberwick Green. Don't like that. Remember, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Go over to Instagram and follow me there. Go over to Facebook, follow me there. That's where the normal notices are. And consider becoming a Patreon. One of those squelchy bass noise. Yeah, squelchy bass noise. 16, let's have it 17. Kind of a fluty noise. Standard helicopter noise using the oscillators. Whoa. Right, let's see if this actually has a set of tone parameters in it, rather than me just looking at. So let's see what it's got. Look at that! I look at the back of the manual; it's all in English. Brilliant! I'm sitting reading the front of the manual. The front of the manual is all in French and German, and the back of the manual is all in English. I don't know. Should have read that a bit further. Here we go. 16 was, yeah, funky bass. 22 is soft strings. Let's have a look at that. That's not bad. 23 is the synth piano. Oops. Well, that's quite. It's kind of like a sort of vox piano, isn't it? That's kind of voxy noise. It's got rubbish bottom end though. That's horrible. It's kind of playable from middle C onwards. It's kind of the sort of a very 70s synthesizer sound, that one. Street flute. Let's have a look, see what else we've got here. 25 is a new wave organ. What's a new wave organ when it's at home? Yeah, a very synthy organ. 27 is a pipe organ. It's not bad. 28th is something called a sweep. Problem is getting to the patches, it keeps jumping numbers. Try that. So it's just sweeping through the oscillator. Let's have a look. 36, that looks interesting. Ubiwa. Very interesting that. 41 is something called high strings. That sounds like a high string sound. That's 45 pits. 45 pits strings. So that's plucking, isn't it? I don't know why they say pits, it's plucking. Go forward this way. 51 is a clav. That's horrible. 52 is harpsichord. It's passable, I suppose. 54 is another piano. Sounds a bit like the first piano to me. 57 is something called a reed piano. Now the bottom end on that is actually playable, as is the top end. That's not a bad sound. Then we get on to the organs in the 61s. It's got a very much clicky sound to it, that one. And then we're on to the last page. What other ones have we got in here? Harmonicas are normally rubbish on these sort of things. Let's have a look at the sax ensemble. It sounds nothing like a sax. 72 is a honky tonk. Which is horrible. They all have similar sounds like so. I mean, I remember on the Jupiter, on the JX8P, they had music box. It seems to be a. Does that you type in the right number? Let's just turn it again. Let's try that one. It's very low in terms of volume. That. And then again. This was on the JX8, the Oompa. I'm not quite sure what you use that for. So there's a couple of usable sounds on this, but I don't think there's anything that you would really sort of write home to mother about, if I'm honest. So it really just does reinforce my my summary conclusion, which is it's not on the bucket list. So you can get one cheap. You know, maybe you want to put it in your synth arsenal, but I don't recommend this keyboard if you're serious. It really adds nothing to your arsenal in terms of sounds or programmability. So, if you like sort of kind of a grungy synth, maybe it's up your street. It's definitely sort of kind of, it's got sounds that were around in those sort of early 80 years when synth pop was just taking off, and the synthesizers and Gary Newman and Kraftwerk and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's not one for me. Anyway, thanks for watching. Live long and prosper.